Oh, thank God we're back at it. Now, I've just been told apparently buzzers have been working quite well, so I'm sure there'll be quite a few people happy to know that. I wonder if I should go to my floating line to start with. We'll start on the good old floater. Now, I'm sure there'll be at least one person that's glad to see this video come up, rather than it being another video about bikes. And to that person I say, you're welcome. But also thank you for giving a shit. And everybody that's mad about me swearing. That is what we like to call tough. I, of course, don't like that people are offended by swearing. But I obviously don't make any money off these videos, so I have no reason not to swear. Now, also I just swear in general anyway. So like, as much as I want to be like, oh, it's such a shame, you know. To be honest, I couldn't really give two fucks. Now, do I want to straight line some buzzers, or do I want to get them on the, or do I want to get them on the indicator? I think I'll start by straight lining a wee buzzly Dan. I'm actually gonna straight line a single buzzer as well. Maybe we'll get some more on after. It actually feels like it's been forever since I tied on a fly, but it does feel good, I tell you. I am, however, tempted to tie up a few of them on this line, but we are going to start with a single, and then after that, if I feel it's needed, we'll tie a few more on. It's been so long. Rusty in the old fucking. Super rusty in the old casting, because she's been that long. Oh, aye. We're on, baby, we're on. Oh, it's just a wee one, but we're on nonetheless. It was a nice slow retrieve. Oh, not that way. Back this way. Just a tadger. Indeed. Yeah. I couldn't tell you which buzzer, but a buzzer. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, the net's all fucking caught. In you come, darling, in you come. I was just thinking I should make the time that the camera saves recording for a little bit longer, just in case, because they're quite full retrieves. But we'll see if I have the cast in there or not. However, happy days. Nice sweet trout. Buzzer out. Get a wee decatter. Not a massive thing, but maybe a pound, half a pound. Beautiful trout though. Away she goes. Nice. Happy fucking days. Cool, we have added to the cast. So we've got this guy, which is what I just caught that fish on. And I've added on this maybe 4 or 5 feet down. It's quite big, but there's something you actually almost never see me do on this channel. Is move around. I always say I'm gonna, and I never do it much. But we have moved. I'm gonna try a little more with these buzzers. And if I see no action, you might favour on some lures, because I do enjoy that very much. Oh, the sun's coming out, that's nice. I think we'll do one more cast out this way. See if we can get a good one. I already stood on the line and totally fucked it up. But if we get nothing on this one, then we're going on the lures, because I fucking love them. And if they don't get any action, we'll come back to the buzzers. I'll change the buzzers though. We'll go on something else and have a see. Don't really know what ones I have, but I'll probably end up on like a pheasant tail, hare's ear, something along those lines. I should probably try black vicar, but I don't think I know if I have any. Something else I think I'll try is actually blurring out the swears in the first 30 seconds. Or just deleting that part of the audio from them. So don't worry, I have not gone soft when you've seen the start of the video. I'm sure shortly after I was then swearing. But just to see. I don't really understand why people care about swearing, but maybe YouTube does. Pretty sure it does. But we'll find out. But I don't think I'll ever actually stop swearing in videos, because I swear a lot. That's how I talk. And if you ever meet me, you'll find out that is absolutely true. The thing that I find funny about swearing as well is people are always like, oh, I don't want my kids to hear that foul language. Listen, yeah, if you think for 1 second that your kid's not in school swearing their fucking head off, then you are a maniac. Because I'm telling you right now, they fucking are. The sun's come out, and I tell you what, it's actually pretty warm. I'm like tempted to take my jacket off, it's that warm. Buzzing about that. However, it does mean that the lures are probably going to end up shooting me in the foot. But fuck it. We're going on them because I like them. I was going to go on the indicator with a buzzer, but I think I'll leave that for if these don't work. And yes, I'm well aware that you're just staring at the floor right now while I talk. Tell you what, let's get this in shot. Yeah, look at that. Viewing masterpiece. What the fuck's going on here? Bloody sticks around my line. Yes, viewing incredibleness. Do. Get off my line, you dirty bastard, you. Cool. Now, let's go on one of the ones I tied up most recently. And I've been tying these with just a single hook in the back, rather than a hook in the front and the back, like I used to when I was starting this. One of these black ones. However, finding where the fuck it's in the box at seemed to prove difficult. But yeah, look. See me being ethical. That's the other hook that I snapped off, which was a pain in the arse to do. And I am worried that these hooks are going to be a little bit small for the stuff I've tied it with. And that stuff will end up covering the hook. But we'll have to wait and see. I also probably should have added more weight to these, because they're so full of air that you need like such a short leader or they just won't sink. I guess you'd use a whole sinking line. But then I can't really fish them in the shallow water here, because I'd have to let it sink so much. Let's have a deke how it looks. Yeah, I mean, look at that for floating. Try and get the air out of it. think it's going to be tougher than I think. It might just be too thick. I might need to trim them down completely to get all the water near at them. Also might be a bit heavy for the little 7 weight. I say little 7 weight, but I could always put an 8 weight line on it. Now she's sinking. Might just be a pain in the arse to actually get to sink. Cool. Switch to a pink one. Pow. So see if that does anything. These ones sink a lot quicker, which is nice. To get the air out of them is pretty easy, and they have quite a wild swimming technique. Okay, time for yellow/green nuclear bad boy. Now fish has just shown just up there, so it might be a good time to go back on the buzzers, or even like an emerging pattern or something, and just see. But we'll give this a few casts, and if not, then we shall go back. Okay, we're on 2 fly cast. First fly is the one we caught on before, second fly is this little guy, which, now that I'm looking at it, does seem a bit smaller than the fly at the front, but we'll ignore it. And we are on the indicator this time. Oh, fucking hell, that got stuck in my finger. Which annoyingly has completely stopped. All the wind stopped entirely, so that's very frustrating. Although it does seem like that fly at the back is going to keep that middle one floating, which is also a wee bit annoying. But maybe it just wants to get a bit more saturated first. That's very annoying. I might have to go with a 3 fly cast. Cool, when efficient, a 3 fly cast with a hare's ear on the point, which you may be able to see there in the water, doing its thing. Take a bit of this line up, and we shall again move if nothing's really happening. Fishing it still on the indicator. I probably should just straight line them, but oh, why? That was unexpected. That was a fucking strong hit. This could be a good fish, you know. Oh, he came off. Oh, that is absolutely gutting. That was definitely a good fish. I'm gonna first try that again. I wonder if the indicator was bringing him in. Oh, that is absolutely devastating. Still got all 3 flies, so nothing happened there, but my god, I wonder what one he had. So, for the last 20 minutes of the session, I've tied on just a bigger version of that white fly that was getting a bit of attention, but rejections, just in case the larger size will entice someone to have a go. If they do, you shall see that footage now. And if not, then thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. I want to know about this no swearing at the start. And I also want to hear your thoughts on swearing. I find it interesting people that actually care about it and get offended. I just don't see why. But let me know what you think. I assume a lot of Americans aren't too keen on it because they're pretty heavily religious. But I'll never understand why people care. But that's just because I don't. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.